All right, we're starting off tonight. We're in Seattle, Washington at the T-Mobile 11th Annual Golf Tournament.
That's right.
I'm here with Cesar from Learning Alliance,
That's
right?
I'm right here.
Right, he's right here.
Let's go.
My guy does, tower climbing train. Tell us what you do, man. Introduce yourself. Tell us what's going on.
Well, brother, you know me as the owner of Learning Alliance, but at the end of the day, I'm just somebody trying to help people move ahead, get ahead, stay ahead, making sure that we're helping black, brown, and women, veterans, immigrants, basically giving them a path so that, there's an opportunity for them to be in the middle class and then hopefully within 4 years that's six figures. And that's our mission. You know what? You and I breathe the same air. We're cut from the same cloth, we believe.
We do. And we're breeding and growing graduates that can go into sustainable lives.
That's correct.
So the beautiful thing about it is that we're able to really move forward. But we're here and we have the opportunity. You see this view behind us?
Yes.
Do you see this view behind us? This
Stunning.
is amazing. We've been out on the golf course all day, been able to enjoy this, but
That's right.
we just wanted to make sure we took a little time out to talk about what we do and in our different programs. Tell them what you do with your program.
Yeah, so specifically, we're trying to determine what's in the best interest of the individual. And we really have taken a piece of software that we develop. We make sure that everyone in the industry puts all their jobs in our system. And then my responsibility is just to make sure that I'm taking those veterans, those men and women coming out of the military that are going back to that 50-mile radius of that zip code where the job is.
There you go.
And before they transfer out of the military, we want them to transfer from the front lines to the front lines of telecom.
The front lines to the front lines of the front
That's right.
lines.
Actually, I got a coin. I'm going to give you today. And it actually is. It's from me to you, brother.
So we got gifts?
Yeah, we got gifts.
You got gifts?
It's a military coin because, 80% of my employees are veterans.
Yeah,
I may not be a veteran, but, man, I bleed. I bleed for the red, white, and blue.
You are a veteran. You are a veteran, man.
Feel it.
You're fighting. You're fighting for your community and this country right now.
Hey, man, I am an immigrant that's fighting for the American dream.
Ain't that something? Huh?
That's it.
How did dream start?
Man, it started being a 9-year-old kid stepping foot here in the U.S. of A. and realizing the American dream is something that is really obtainable. As much as people may say that it's not, it truly is. As long as you believe and you've got the grit, the work ethic, as long as you're not afraid to outwork anyone and everyone, no one can take the American dream away from you.
I tell people all the time, I said, if you put me on a treadmill against you, I said, it's not the fact that you may run faster than me, it's that the point that I will not quit.
Exactly.
I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit till I stop. So you're not going to beat me because I'm going to keep going until I die. So the only way is that I'm going to die. I'm going to die trying. So put on my tombstone, he died trying, right?
That's right.
Because I want to make sure that I'm giving people opportunities just like you to save lives and help people grow into the potential that they don't even know that they have.
I agree.
And that's what it's about.
Now listen, I'll tell you something that was mentioned to me when I was 14 years old. An obstacle is only something that you see when you take your eye off the goal.
Wow.
And because of that attitude you have, I bleed the same way.
There you go.
You know what's crazy about that? All of our employees, they believe in the mission, so they execute and they reflect who and what we are. But at the end of the day, all we are just two organizations trying to help.
Trying to help people.
Trying to help people.
Trying to help people.
Just keep them on the right path. Show them that the goal is if you squint hard enough there, it's available. It's for the taking.
I love it.
How much grit do you have?
Yeah.
And that's all they got to answer.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
All day, yeah.
What do you want to invest in it? What's your ROI? What do you want to receive back from your investment, right? How do you keep, what are you putting in? Because if you're not sowing enough in, it doesn't matter about don't worry about what you get now if you're not putting all of it in.
It is a fact, brother.
And that's just the truth, man.
Well, let me ask you this, because, I see you and me as two individuals that are really kind of paving a path for, other black, brown, and women and underserved populations kind of showing them that in telecom and really in transit.
In logistics. Yeah, absolutely.
There is a path, right?
Yeah, a path that'll change your life, right? You can take someone that was making $13, $14 an hour to that six figures, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You got to get to that six figures so now you can pass that legacy on. That's what it's about. How do we help families create a legacy for themselves? How do we help them create something that they can leave for their families if something was to happen and, lead them towards the right way while they're here?
So then let's talk about this. You are in Kansas City, right? I am in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa.
That's right, baby. You and I both have been drawn to Dallas you have a location there. I've just been gifted a location by Frontier.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously I've got here in Seattle, in Gig Harbor, and you know, there's a possibility I hear that you may have some other opportunities.
Is this opportunity
I'm
Los Angeles?
I'm just saying it. It sounds like Los Angeles.
Are we going to LA? Are we going back to Cali?
That's right.
I'm going back to Cali.
But I'll tell you this, man, from me to you, whatever you need in order to bring the telecom jobs also to Kansas City, and whatever it is that brings us maybe to LA, I want you to know here publicly that I believe in what you're doing, and I love the passion of the culture that you've created, and I want you to hear here on the podcast in front of the rest of the country.
Like that. You hear these words, man.
There's going to be something that's going to happen between us to serve more of you.
Yes.
And do not believe that we don't see that there's a future, a vision, and a path. More to come on that. But remember this, we both know where we are, and there's a vision, if you squint hard enough, that can really help a lot more people. There's a real path for a lot of my fiber people that want to go to work. Well,
right.
one out of every 4 fiber, representatives has to have a CDL.
Yeah.
1 out of every 4 that has to do the middle mile work with the heavy machinery has to have a CDL.
Have a CDL.
So consider the fact that you've got one part of the equation, we've got the other. The ability to marry that so that we're supporting not just all 3 coasts.
So we have stackable credentials. Is what you're saying. Stackable credentials.
Yes.
Because those T-Mobile towers don't get there by themselves.
They don't.
We have to make sure that we're delivering them, we're getting them setting up. Like you said, you got people in the trenches, you got people in all different areas of it. So we're going to keep moving and keep working, man.
I believe that what you're doing is special. The CDL piece, everyone thinks of it as last mile, the guy that brings my vehicle or goes cross country. We're going to educate the world on something that's unique, which is when you marry the two, we're going to be able to get people to work where they can go home every night.
Yeah.
Or make 25% more on their base salary.
There you go.
Because of that CDL.
There you go.
Because if you marry the two, we now go into a market that's going to need 67,000 technicians year over year.
Man, I love it.
And that is real talk.
That's real talk.
That's
real
really
numbers.
what's happening.
And numbers don't lie.
They do not.
Numbers don't lie.
But they create a path.
Yeah.
They quantify the obstacle, they quantify the opportunity, and then now it comes down to the great work and effort. But, man, I'm really happy for you. I'm really proud of everything that you and your organization has done.
Man, I'm proud of you also.
New Reflections is really an incredible story that I think could really be not just great, but exceptional. As long as we just keep helping people, I believe, God will lead the way and ensure that we continue focusing on that.
New Reflections, Learning Alliance.
Yes.
We're going to keep moving. We're signing off from T-Mobile, 11th annual golf tournament.
That's right.
We had a great day. It's the end of it.
It's been a blessing.
We'll see you again.
Yes, we will.
Real soon.
Coming back soon.